inside the circle on location, Sean.
I think we did this last year too.
We did do this last year. Right here is a map. Well, not right here. It was more over there, but they got new seating, so it kind of takes us out of
Well,
our
if people
game.
want somewhere to sit while they're watching the show live.
Of course, the live studio audience in the house,
they
Sean.
didn't want to stand no more.
They couldn't stand it anymore, is what you're saying.
Tricky in the middle.
It is a little tricky. Sean, we got some nice gear
Oh
rocking
my God,
from
yeah, we got
Lincoln
some
Heights.
nice gear. Thank you,
Coach
Robert
Price.
Smith.
Coach Price does a phenomenal job gearing up people. He just loves gear. He loves it, so he hands it over.
Well, I'm kind of like a model. People just give me that stuff.
Is that what it is?
Everything looks good on me, right? Except white t-shirts. Apparently through the email, text, snail mail that I've gotten, it's Sean should not wear white on the show. I don't really know what that means.
Hey, whoa, I told someone, someone who said that, I said, whoa, no, the camera adds 10 pounds, and no word of a lie. He was like, how many cameras are on you, dude? I was like, oh, that's a good
If
one.
you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
That's right, that's
Funny,
right.
I got a team we can laugh at.
Sean, let's talk wrestling.
Okay.
You want to go start here today, or do we want to work our way here?
I will start here today because
Okay.
we're on location, as we said. We're kind of shuffling our papers, trying to get this. We don't have our screens behind the camera here to stare at as we talk.
True, and we also don't have the final results in front of us. We got to go on there.
we
There's a
kinda
lot going on, man.
There was a lot going on, but let's know where we're going to start at.
I have no
We're gonna
idea.
Start with the tournament director and the hospitality because that's really what makes these tournaments go, right?
How do you not?
These people put a lot of time into it. We want to give a shout out to Bo Ramsey
Yes.
for all the hard work he's done trying to get the teams in here, trying to get everything organized, officials. I mean, there's a lot more goes into it than people realize.
His wife was working the computer.
Yeah, Mark
Mrs.
said,
Ramsey did a great job.
Robert Price, again, doing a lot
Yes.
of work, head coach here, who does a phenomenal job getting the community together to help it, work the tables.
Hey, he
concessions, and
won't
stuff
won't
like
say it. Coach Price is he's just in a bad way right now with some injuries, but he still showed up. Freaking horsing through it, and it's awesome to see.
We're going to give a shout out to Amber Shorts.
Amber Storts.
Storts,
Yes.
did a great job
Definitely.
in the hospitality room. We got Anna Wilson.
Yes.
We got Lori
Landry.
and Kelly Brewer.
Yes.
I mean,
Hey.
people say it's the wrestling, but they come for the hospitality. Let's be
Hey,
honest
30
here.
pounds of bacon, that's all I'm saying. 30 pounds of bacon.
When you see me, ask me about Mark Neiman and Bacon story. It's bring up a chair, funniest thing you've ever heard in your life.
Hey, and you know what? We had home cooking to start, and then we brought in City Barbecue behind it.
Ooh, City Barbecue.
Dude, oh yeah.
Is that when you guys sent me out the?
Yeah, that's when.
you
Yeah,
sent me
that's
out to
right.
get
Yep,
something?
that's right. Refs did a great job all day, man. There was really no complaints. We got done by
Oh, it was good.
5:20, maybe.
2 20-minute breaks all day.
Yeah.
That's legit stuff there.
Yep. All right, let's talk
There
wrestling.
were
though.
some great matches there. 165 sticks out to me like a sore thumb. I mean, without
Yeah.
a doubt, 2 state placers, match of the night, went to overtime.
Yes.
Last takedown there.
Ultimate- no.
Yeah, didn't get an escape. It was second overtime.
Right.
Kicked him, didn't get the takedown. But
Yeah, I'm not hating on that decision either. By the way, personally, it's 6 to 1, half dozen to another. He could have tried to ride him, which would have been fine. My problem is if you give up an escape with 10 seconds left. Now it really puts you behind the 8 ball.
well, I get that. Again, it's way too early to start nitpicking. We'll wait till Derby before we start pounding on people for stupid mistakes. But I agree with your
That
decision.
wasn't a stupid mistake.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, but in Derby.
Oh,
we're kinda
yeah.
What was this guy
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
on our Friday wrap up? So great day. Gartrell from Dublin comes out on top.
Yes.
With a 10-8, I guess, since he gave him the point there.
Yeah.
So a great win for him. Heavyweight was another weight. I'm going to give Ucker some love there. He beat a pretty solid kid. Had to beat the kid from London
Yes.
to get to that point.
Oh no, yeah,
The London
Antonio.
kid, yeah.
Oh well, real quick. Welcome back, Antonio Burns. He entered in at heavyweight. He was the extra, and he faces Ucker in the semis.
Right.
And Ucker does a great job, defeats him, so he's on to the finals.
Right.
Beat a London kid. Well, who does he have in the finals? Huff, state place winner last year.
Another solid kid there.
And it was man, I don't want to say it was a typical heavyweight match.
Oh,
but
you
it
know
was
what? I
slow.
was thinking typical.
I know
When
you
said it, I
were.
was like, I think typical heavyweight is exactly what I was thinking.
The final
there.
3-2 there, 3-4-2, something
Yeah,
like that.
I mean,
Couldn't
if
keep
you've
it all
ever
straight.
watched paint dry or grass grow, this was a great match for you.
Hey, that was great. And you know what? Antonio and Antoine Burns get their 100th win. So I want to give a mad shout out to them. And I think Huff's getting ready to pick his up over the next event or two.
Awesome.
Yeah, very awesome. And there was someone else that is on pace to get 150 wins, and I think it's early from Westland. So that's a great job. Hey, a lot of wrestling goes down. I think.
Mullins at 215 looked good. Now you're got me thinking about some things that stuck out to
Okay.
me.
Yeah,
He looked
he
good.
can pin.
We talked about that. You got a pretty solid favorite there at Darby at 215, but you got a lot of guys swirling in that 2 to 6 range there, and I think
Certainly.
he definitely threw his hat into the mix of somebody to look out for on
Boom.
the Saturday in March.
Okay. Shoot. We will leave Licking Heights, and we will go to.
We're gonna go to Port over here. We're gonna go
Okay.
back a little bit, and then we're gonna go forward. We're kind of all over the place here, so
On locations,
make sure
what
you
you
got your
do.
seatbelt on. Don't have any drinks that don't have lids on them because this really could get bumpy.
Keep your hands and head inside, or feet inside the ride at all times.
Yes. So we're gonna go back to the Porter Memorial.
Okay.
This tournament's been going on for 15.
Well, since Brad. Well, no, they used
They
to
were
do it at
before,
Darby.
yeah. So it's been going on for a long time. Coming out on top was L-Town 286.
Lancaster.
Davison runs second with 188,
Okay.
and Darby runs third with 153.
Can dig.
Lancaster went on the back of 6 champions, Mark. It takes 2 hands to do that.
Yes, it does.
Takes 2 hands. They had a champion at 113 with Hutzer getting down to
Yeah,
13.
he did get
had.
down to 13, that's right.
We have Egan wins at 26, also OW of the meet there. Chase 150, Hoffman 175, Locke 190, 215 Dickerson.
Nice. Hey, Sean, real quick. If you killed someone's father, you might have 6 fingers. Inigo Montoya's dad was murdered by a 6-fingered man. So that's L-Town, champs, 6 champs. There are some who will get that joke. Some that won't. This guy.
There's some that's trying not to get that joke. You know, every time, whenever we start writing the show up, and every time I think to myself, I'm going to go off cue here, I can just see you holding your breath like, oh my God, don't do it, don't do it. And then sometimes when you do it, I'm just like,
Whatever, dude.
I feel your pain.
Yes.
I'm going off
Yes.
cue here. So,
6 champs. There had to been 8 other champs, but we don't have them all.
well, Davison ran second with 2 champs. Can you guess one?
Moore's won.
Oh, that's a good
What
guess.
Who
Well, you're
was
supposed
that?
to. 157. Henderson.
Yes.
Darby had 3 champs. Can you name one?
Woo. The big Slabowski.
The big Slabowski. What can you name 2? I think you can get this.
I probably can.
You told
get
me you
that.
liked this kid last year.
Yes, I did. And I know.
Morris, 144.
Oh
You told me
yes,
you liked
I
Morris.
do like 144 Morris.
And Benden. And
Good luck.
Good.
Good try. Good
Hey,
try.
I get you there. 138 at Darby. So,
Gotcha,
great
gotcha.
way. Canal Winchester had the champ at 120, and Dolry and Hartley
Yes.
Newsom, returning state finalist, made his debut at 165.
I wondered if
becoming
that
the
was going to
champ as
happen.
well.
Nice. 165. So he dropped and Toby Hutzler dropped.
Right. But what's the question here?
Did the home team have a champ?
The home team did have a champ. Our boy Robert Snyder becoming a fan favorite, man. This
He
man,
is.
the man with the plan. You'll never run into this guy at a tournament where he does not know what the plan is before he steps on the mat.
Hey,
So,
that's very important to have.
congratulations to everyone there, and congratulations to Bradley for running the tournament.
Again, hey, yes, Sean, I was going to say, now that we're done with Bradley, can we just go down on the south side there? On the southwest
Take
side?
270.
Take 270
Get
south.
off at Georgesville Road.
Central
Go right.
Crossing High School ran the Comet Classic, Sean.
The what?
The Comet Classic. And sadly, Versailles came into town and walked away with the team championship. They had 284.5 points. But who got second? That would be Central El Crossing.
They got second, man. They had a lot of champions there.
Hey, that's how we roll. 251.5 points, followed by your team that you mentioned early on in
Franklin
the
Heights?
not this one. It would have been Thomas Worthington, Sean.
I did talk about them earlier. I like those
did.
guys.
They ended up with 237.5 points. Sean, Thomas Worthington walks away with 4 champs. They had 106 Dote. I'm going to assume it's Dote. Could be Dot. You don't know. 120-pound Poppy. 150 in Blaine. And then your boy at 215 pounds, Jameson. Great job for those 4. Now, did the home team have a champ? No, they did not.
Oh, they didn't?
They didn't have 2, and they did have 3, though.
They had 3
They
champs.
had 3
Ooh,
champs,
okay.
yes. Eads at 113 pounds. Do you believe he was a district qualifier last year at
Was.
106? Morris, Donnie Morris at 138.
Also, in the Darby District last year.
Hey, what about 144 Ramirez? He is back and he's ready to go. I think he missed a couple tournaments there, but he is back and ready to rock and roll.
He was at the district tournament.
Boom.
Ooh.
Boom. Well, those are your champs for Thomas Worthington and Central Crossing. Almost forgot that, Sean.
On location, man. Throws you
Yeah,
off.
man, it does throw you off. But Sean, we watched a lot of wrestling today. Like, I think it was
over
a
the
one.
last 8 days.
Hey, Connor Uden was on the mat, who who did a great job. He defeated Antonio Burns Antoine Burns on 157. It was at that match. Somebody asked, man, that 113 match or 120, I don't know what they said. I was like, honestly, I have no clue who wrestled those two matches. I honestly have no clue.
Oh, I thought maybe because you're tired, you didn't have a.
No, I had too much wrestling going through.
Oh, I thought you didn't sleep good last night because of the High State Michigan match.
No, that's not why.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy always digging on my Ohio State teams. Hey, let's go. I got a live
We're going to
studio
go
audience.
to the Lenny Ball Classic.
Oh,
Marion
yes.
Harding, I wrestled in that
Marion
area.
Franklin.
Marion Franklin.
Ow.
I thought you got some clowns here in the background here trying to work for it. But the Lenny Ball at Marion Franklin.
Yes.
Great match.
Hey, real quick, and I think we may have mentioned this last week in a preview. Lenny Ball did a heck of a job at Marion Franklin during his tenure. I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is. He actually is.
Just an amazing individual who did everything he possibly could for those kids, and they put out, like they showed up every time to wrestle.
Yeah.
So, Lenny Ball, if you're watching, really appreciate all that you did.
I'm taking the under on that.
Okay.
But the winner of the tournament was Liberty Union, a little bit south of 33 there. Running second was a tie. We got a little story with that. Groveport, 127, and St. Charles. Welcome back,
127.
St. Charles. I know you guys
Yes.
took that year off, COVID stuff.
Wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, did we find out who won? You said there was a tie.
There was a tie. Did they go to the tiebreaker there?
I would think they did. Don't you have to? If you have two awards, you have to give second place to someone.
Why can't you give both people twice?
Nah, you got a tiebreaker. There's a way
That's
to
what
work
they do
a
in the
tiebreaker.
Olympics for bronze.
They give two bronze?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Well, this ain't the Olympics. This is the Lenny Ball Classic, and I
You
bet they
see
only
this?
have two.
You see this?
This is easy for me.
This is easy
No, I
for me.
want to know. How did it work? How did it find out? How did it work out? You're the man with the plan here.
Well, I seen Groveport have the trophy and take a picture of themselves.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think you showed it to me.
Did I really? Dude,
We have watched so much wrestling.
I am gone right now. Do I know how to get home? Oh, I got my GPS. I'm good.
Oh, but they had 5 champions there. Liberty Union, Durfield 132, Kraus
Kraus at 150.
50,
Yes.
Haynes 165, Meyer 190, and McLean at 285.
I wonder if that was John McClain. Yippee-ki-yay, baby.
Maybe. Groveport did have 2 champs. Morrison 106, Brown 38.
Yes.
St. Chuck had 2 champs.
See, this is where it gets dicey.
Purdue 113 and Turner 157.
Nice. So how do they determine who won?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Watch the show.
Okay, we
Home School
are.
did have 2 champions. Smith at 144 and Jackson at 126.
Way to go, Marion Franklin.
Congratulations, Marion Franklin, for what you did. Me and Mark have talked about this before on the show. We love it when tournaments are named after people who have done so much for
Yes.
the community and so much for the school. So
100%.
I'm glad somebody came up with the idea to do that. From there, we're going to go up to Olentangy Orange, where they didn't have only, I'm going to be Mark Neiman here, they didn't only have 1, they had 2 third tournaments.
So they had a boys and a girls.
Wrestling at the same time, we're going to start
Dang.
at the boys tournament.
Okay, let's do it.
Olentangy Orange wins with 252 points on the back of 4 champions. Tom, 113. Ramey, 126. Knapp, 150. Coming down for the first time there. Keep an eye on that. And Guerin at 215.
Yes. Oh, I wonder if his sister won. Tell me who the champs were for the.
We'll get
We'll
there.
get there, okay.
Eventually. Running second there was Delaware Hayes with 222 points.
Nice.
Had 2 champions as well. Halliday at 165, and then Edwards at 175. Do you think there's a tie there?
Well,
Like
yeah, they're
65
drill
to 75?
partners, baby.
We talk about that
I
a lot.
did. They
think
come
that
in
happens.
twos. They
Yeah,
come in
they do
twos.
come in twos there.
Yes.
And then running third with 177 points was Watterson, with also back-to-back champs there. At 38, Duvall,
Okay.
and 44 Younger
Boom.
to go with Caswell at heavyweight. So, but another team we're going to give a shout out to that's not really Central District, but they're kind of Central District, but me and Mark are huge fans of the coaching staff, is Sparta Highland.
Love those guys.
Sarowski, Gilmore up there
Gilmore,
had 3 champions.
boom.
They had Blaney at 106.
Of course.
Wenzel, 132.
Of course.
And Matthews, 157.
Boom.
So
Stud.
great day of wrestling. I love the idea of doing boys and girls at the same time.
So do I.
I think it helps grow both, to be honest with you.
Yep. Everybody's watching everybody.
yes.
Love that. Hey, and if you're out there watching, we need some officials to become officials. We're gonna need boys and girls moving forward because Girls wrestling has now been sanctioned by Ohio High School Athletic Association along with boys volleyball, which has been going since 1988. But here they are, they've been sanctioned, they're considered emerging sports now. We are going to need officials.
There's
So,
wrestlers that play volleyball. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name a name?
Yeah, Ethan Witt. Boom.
Ooh,
So
look
go,
at
what's
this
next?
guy.
What's
so
next?
We're gonna look at the results from the Olentangy Orange girls tournament.
Let's hear it.
And I think this is actually really impressive to me. I even text the coach like, this is phenomenal. What you guys are doing up there in a short amount of time is great to me. Delaware Hayes comes on top. Now, keep in mind, defending state champion Marysville is there, and powerhouse Olentangy Orange.
What?
Delaware
And Delaware walks
comes
away?
in and steals that, man. These guys
You
know
go
what
with
they're
your bad
doing.
self.
These guys know what they're doing up there.
Yes.
But what's even crazier to me, they did it on the back of one champion.
Who's running the scoring
That
here?
is
Jen Harris?
that is a total team effort.
That
you
is-
win
yes, a good call,
tournament
yeah.
Against that caliber of field
Yes.
with one champion. And their champion was at 105 Plaid.
Boom. They've gone plaid.
Ooh.
I got movie references left and right coming here.
It's killing me, trust me. That's been 1945. At second, we had Olentangy Orange with 167 points with a champion as well, Coleman,
Okay.
at 140. And then Marysville, this is Jen Harris scoring, has 3 champions and run starts. Come on. We need
I
to do
get
something.
yes.
here.
Do you know my 3 champs?
I don't know, but
Was the returning state champ Lang one of them?
Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah, that's one of them. We're going to have
Yes.
Palmer at 145.
Yup.
And then at 190, Lee.
Ooh, buddy. Hey, shout out to the girls. Congratulations once again. There's a ton of hard work that went into getting there. Shout out to Coach DeSabato for doing all he's done. Coach Nicola, Coach Oswald. There was a handful of others that have done everything possible that they could do, and it came to fruition last Tuesday.
25 teams were at that tournament.
Dang.
For girls.
That's great.
The girls tournament had 25 teams.
That's great. Hey, it's only going to go by leaps and bounds. Once it becomes sanctioned, like I think there's a stat out there, any state that has gone from non-sanctioned, that track their population for female wrestlers, to becoming sanctioned, it has always, I think it's always doubled. Probably more for a lot, but it's always doubled.
Well, I seen the interview, and they said it's going to stay at Davison for a couple of
Awesome.
years.
Good.
They're just hoping it grows to the point where they would have to move it into a bigger arena.
That's
so
awesome.
That's the vision they have going right now.
Yes. What else we got, Sean?
From there, we're going to go to the Jewel of Wrestling last week. Want to take a guess at that?
No clue.
The Kevin Cleveland Memorial.
Of course.
God, this guy, man.
Hey, dude, I watched so much wrestling today. I don't even know my name. I'm telling you. Steve, listen, I'm terrible with names to begin with.
Well, it was a phenomenal tournament. Me and Mark love going to this tournament.
100%.
And there's a multiple reasons why we like going to this. One, me and Mark are hometown people. If you have not figured that out in the 10 years you've
100%.
watched the show, you should probably stop watching it and go back to watching Tiger King, because this show is not for you. But when I go there, everyone who's ever walked through the doors of Dublin Scioto as a wrestler must know the first Saturday in every January is the Kevin Cleveland Memorial, because when I go to that, it has such a family atmosphere feel to it. I always see former alumni, I see parents of alumni, I see people from the community. It's ran by Aaron McKenzie, who lives in the district. Does so much, used to coach there, and I see people like Miss Sink who have been there forever doing Mama Sink is an awesome person who does a ton of work for Dublin Scioto. I think she's ran that hospitality room for 28 years in a row for some reason. She's like a fixture there. Old man Hupschman is a fixture there, always giving back to it. Melissa Howard did a great job helping us out. They hooked us up with some gear, but
I forgot it.
But Mark forgot his shirt again. I'm not allowed to wear white on the show anymore for some reason. But it was a great atmosphere. I appreciate Adam Huddle and everybody. And you know one thing about when I was talking about the family feel from Dublin Scioto? I think every assistant he has is a former wrestler.
I think you're right.
Like
I think you're right.
They all know the system. They all know what we're doing. It's just, God, they just have a great vibe going up there. They might not always have a full team, but the 10 or 12 kids they put on the mat, they're locked and loaded.
Right on. Hey, real quick, you mentioned people, like those people coming back. A lot of them work the concession stand. Some of those people that are coming back just to be a part of the event are working the concession stand. That's number one. Number two, I actually met Kevin Cleveland's father.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very cool. He was standing there, and I really did think he was somebody else. And I said, hey, who are you watching here? He goes, oh, I'm just watching all the kids. I said, oh, you're not affiliated with any? Well, he said, he just like real humble. He's like, well, the tournament's actually named after my son. And I was like, you're Mr. Cleveland? He's like, yeah. I shook his hand, got a picture with him, sent it to a couple people. Just very, Man, just a great guy. I don't know another way to say it. Just a great guy. Came in from, I think, Colorado now.
Oh, really?
Lives out there, or maybe California. Started with a C. And anywho, he was in town and wanted to be a part of it.
You know, I want to give another shout out to another guy up there who does a great job, Mark Neiman.
I don't know this guy.
God, Mark Neiman, he does a great job. If you've ever been up there, he does the poem reading, the eulogy, the memorial story. No, really, I think you do a great job. It is hard to be a public speaker, and I think anyone who's ever tried it realizes it. And I think you do a great job getting the message across that the Cleveland family would want to get across, that Dublin Scioto family would want to get across.
Good point.
And something that people maybe take a thought to listen to, that, hey, maybe I should take a little bit more time to hug my kid a little bit more, be involved in my community, do something great for somebody other than myself. I think it's a great message that they have, and I think you do a great job of presenting that for the wrestling community and for Dublin.
I appreciate that, Sean. That is very good. I'll go back and watch this episode for that right there, because I won't remember by the time
Is that how our views get up so high?
Yeah.
You're watching it like 300 times.
I got
But there was some wrestling going on, and coming out on top was Marysville Monarchs.
Yes.
There. You know, these guys came out of the blocks like Clydesdale, man. They had injuries, they had football players, they just didn't seem to get it going.
Yeah.
But now that we're getting in the far turn here in January, man, they're starting to pick courses up.
Like a nice little quarter horse right there.
There you go, man. They had 3 champions there. Gala wins it at 50. They had Powers win it at 75 and Bickerstaff at 90.
Boom.
Clay comes in second from the Toledo area. Running third is Berlin. They had 2 champions. We talk about Nico Gonzalez. This guy's starting to do good things, man. He's looked good again to me for another tournament. Comes out on top at 144. And then Hooks with that big pin wins at 165.
Hey, you know, I don't remember what Hooks placed at. I don't even know if I don't remember. Liberty. He was at the Liberty tournament.
True.
And he may have got 5th or 6th, or maybe even a match away from placing. Hey, maybe it took a little while for him to get to it, but I'll tell you what, he looked good at Kevin Cleveland.
He's starting to pick it up too.
Yes, he is. Him and Goffin are trading off. One might drop down to 57, 50, or whatever it is, but they really did a great job. And I think Goffin got 3rd there.
Right.
He did a great job.
Grove City ran 4th. They had a couple finalists, no champions. And then the Sales ran 5th as well. Again, they had a couple finalists, but no champions. I mean, this is your chance. Are you bailing?
Yes, no, I'm ready. Did the homeschool have a champ?
They did. They had 4 finalists there. 4 finalists and 3 champs. Again, this is another team, but the staff that knows what they're doing came out of the blocks. A little cold. We seen them at Upper Arlington for that crowd there. We had a couple kids. Coach Huddle said, man, I don't think what else could go wrong. We have so many kids out with COVID, some guys coming off injuries. But, man, they had a phenomenal tournament. 4 finalists, 3 champs. Wilson wins it at 132. Newman wins it, not Neiman, but Newman wins it at 138.
Yes.
And then Howard, who had, without a doubt, the probably best performance of anybody at that tournament. You know what I think that's big? It's because I talk about this all the time on the whiteboard predictions. There's guys who win big matches, but can you follow that up with another win? Sometimes there's emotion.
And he did.
Sometimes you didn't, and he follows up by beating he beats state placer Max Shulaw in the semis, and then comes back and beats Ty Cobb, not the baseball player, from Oregon Clay again. And I think that match went to overtime to truly cap off a phenomenal thing. I talked about him on the previous show. Like, I seen him on 215 up at Marion Harding. I thought maybe he was a little light for that, but I talked to Huddle. He's like, look, we need to find out what we need to do here. We need to find out if this is his weight or not. And I love the idea of sometimes you got to lose to find out if you can win. And they've really always had that attitude, and I think it paid off on Saturday. So
that's
congratulations
awesome,
to them. Also, another finalist for them was Sink at 190.
Boom.
So congratulations to them as well.
Sean, you were going to ask me about DeSales, and am I giving up on them? It's not that I'm giving up on DeSales for the Division II sectional championship.
No, what are you doing here? I mean, we're on national television.
I see that.
Are you taking them, or are you going with Licking Back?
I'm going with Licking Back. And now, listen, when I say that, Jonathan Alder, London, I'm going to get emails from Jonathan Alder. I'm going to get emails from London. I'm going to get emails from these people. And listen, man, until Licking Valley is dethroned, they're my guys.
Okay.
And you know I'm going out there on that Friday night.
You send all those emails to me.
No, I sure do.
Yeah, we talked about the sales. I give them a pass on this. I truly do. These guys have wrestled a very rigid schedule. You know, a couple of them went to Ironman.
Beast.
They go out to Beast in the East. They go to Milan Edison. I mean, not Milan Edison. They went to, did they go to Milan Edison?
I thought so. I thought they went to Milan.
Okay, went to Milan Edison. I mean, they really wrestled a very, very tough schedule to start out with. And every team has a bound day. I just think what could go wrong for Winthrop, and there's no way I'm bailing on these guys at this point. They will win the Licking Valley sectional by 2 furlongs. 2 furlongs.
Oh my gosh.
They'll have that thing wrapped up by 5 o'clock on Friday.
You know, it starts at 5. Anywho, what else we got, Sean?
There are some champs there. Connor Uten was a champ there for Westfield North at 157. And Brendan Cernis of Pickerington Central was
Nice.
also the champ.
You know who
at
Connor Uden
126.
reminds me of? There was an old wrestler for Olentangy back in the day. It was only one Olentangy. He's a 112-pounder. Ended up wrestling at Capital. His name BJ Peterwright. This guy, that's who Connor Uden reminds me of.
Think
Always
so?
in position. Yes.
Just
Always
a-
in position.
Just a hammer.
Just a stud. Yes,
All
that's right.
then. So now we're going to bring ourselves to current day.
Okay.
We have the Viking Duels that went on today as well.
Any big matchups from there?
Upper Arlington upends Tays Valley 36-33 for that. The
Nice.
Pickerington North tournament was going to be a tournament, but they had a lot of teams back out because of COVID. So
But I still think they ran it.
they became the Pickerington North
Duels,
Duels.
yep.
And Pickerington North does come out on top. The CIT is going on presently right now. You can follow that on track if you're interested in that. We got local team. All the local Catholic schools are there with the exception of DeSales.
Yep.
We have the Claymont going on. Check out Berlin and Kilbourne on Baum's page if you're interested in that. And then the Maumee Bay where we had Central Crossing, Marysville, New Albany, Newark, Olentangy Orange,
Yes.
and Central Crossing up there as well, if you want to follow that.
Do you know where Maumee Bay is wrestled, the tournament? Maumee Bay.
It's not wrestled at Maumee Bay High School?
It's not. It's wrestled at Oregon Clay. Do you know how far Oregon Clay High School is from Maumee Bay High School? About 30 minutes.
Really?
Yes. Do you know how far Maumee Bay is from Perrysburg High School? Right across the river. I bet you could throw a baseball.
Is it
from
called Maumee Bay because it's Maumee Bay? Maumee Bay, like that's the
Yeah,
bay,
the area,
the water,
yeah,
no, the
yeah.
water up there. Isn't that Maumee Bay?
There's a river that runs through there. Yeah, I don't know.
Want to take a guess what it's called?
Not Maumee River.
All right then.
Okay.
So
what are you
next-
doing?
So what do we got going on coming up forward? We got going on
22nd.
Jonathan Alder tournament. My God, man. That tournament is a who's who of local teams going up there.
Yes.
It's a 2-day event. You know how much me and
Yes.
Mark love 2-day bracket style tournaments.
Ooh.
What am I doing with my notes here?
I have no idea, but you're going to tell me John Alder is next week?
Next Friday and
Next
Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. That's
2-day.
legit. Are you a fan of 2-day tournaments while
Yes.
you're trying to Are you? Okay.
I'm a fan
okay.
of 2-day bracket style tournaments.
Okay.
I am.
What about a 1-day bracket style tournament?
anything bracket?
Okay, anything brackets.
3-day.
Gotcha.
We could have a 3-day JV style bracket style.
The
tournament.
10-man invitational.
Oh man, I'm killing it here.
I tried to buy you some time there.
You're gonna have to
You want a
buy me
movie
about
line?
5 You're gonna have to
Hey,
buy
we don't
me-
have any lineups for that right now, but
Jonathan Alder next week.
Yes.
Saturday it starts at 10 o'clock, so if you're up that way, Matt
Get there.
Hammonds and the coach up there.
Yeah.
It's
It's
shaking
in there?
It's in there. It's all in. Wasn't there a commercial like that? It's in there.
it might be. Is that it?
That's it,
That's
man.
it. That was a great day of wrestling today. I gotta fall asleep. I gotta go. Do we want to talk about Western Brown? The tournament down
Sure,
there?
yeah.
I think there was a champion at 120 pounds down there on the back of 4 pins.
How many teams went down there from Central Ohio?
Two. Licking Valley and Watkins Memorial. I know those are 2.
Did Licking Valley have any chance?
I'm sure they did. They're freaking hammers. They're gonna win the sectional tournament. You're not gonna find it. Sean, how we doing?
Dude,
We
I'm
done?
I'm gonna find it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
once I say
I'm gonna
now
throw
you
all
are
this
inside
away-
the
I'm
circle.
gonna throw all this away like I was doing a Ruda show.
A little inside
Nope,
joke right
it's
there.
gone.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
And now you are inside the circle.